up, y'all? It's me, Erica, and we are down here. Peace, y'all. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, and this is your Insecure series finale recap. First, I would like to say that I am thankful to have been on this earth in a time of a show like this. I think that Insecure really helped bring to light and to our screen the dimensions, all the dimensions, the multidimensional aspects of relationships with Black people. I think that the series as a whole was good for our culture. It will forever be an imprint in our culture. Just the conversations that happened, right, surrounding Insecure, we can say that it did ignite a lot of useful, productive conversations about relationships between Black women, about relationships between straight Black men and women, and relationships between straight men with the male friend group. Despite what Mike Hill has to say, we were able to see the complexities of college-educated men on Insecure, right? While they weren't the principal characters, we were able to see, difficult choices they made, bad decisions they made. We were able to see that, and it was so relatable, and I think that's why it ignited so much conversation. So just giving a shout out to Insecure just for its purpose, and I feel like it served its purpose, and I feel like we are forever imprinted with Issa Rae's work, and I'm thankful for that. Now the finale. Girl, I was like, I felt bad. I felt guilty. I tweeted. I said I feel guilty that I didn't like the last episode. I did not like the last episode. And you know what? Even shout out to the Brooke Ashley. She left a comment. She said something to the fact, okay, I get it. People make, decisions that we're not always happy with. Okay, I get it. And I was the same way too. I felt the same way too. I felt like I did not want it to be this way. But even in that feeling, that's life, right? We have friends, we have people we're close to, us ourselves. We make decisions that sometimes other people are like, why are you doing that? Right? And sometimes we make those decisions, and like the decisions that were made to end the show, we were just like, oh, why did you do that? I feel like the last episode was, I want to say it was rushed, but it felt rushed. It felt like they were just like, here, this is what the story is going to be. We're going to make sure everyone has a happy ending. And you know what? I just thought about it. And you know what? It made me think of an image of Queen and Slim came into my vision right now. I didn't watch Queen and Slim because the ending wasn't happy. Even though it was a Bonnie and Clyde-esque film that I hear is shot beautifully, but the fact that Bonnie and Clyde or Queen and Slim did not get away, it wasn't a happy ending. And I think for so many Black people, we want to see happy endings on television. We don't want to always see that the ending of our stories are just like, you going to jail or it doesn't work out. I think when something's ending, finalized, I can appreciate a happy ending. I get it. I just thought about it right when I said about everybody ending with a happy ending. It made me think of Queen and Slim. It did not end with a happy ending. And I remember so many people saying, why can't we just get a fucking happy ending? So here we go. Whether we agree with Issa choosing Lawrence, we have those friends, right? Where it's like, girl, y'all and this man have been through so much, whatever you decide to do, girl. Because, in real life, we have those situations where you go back to that one person. And it's funny because you try again, right? And Issa and Lawrence tried again. Nathan was around. Baby came into play. All of that came into play. And I don't think that Issa ever felt comfortable, like she could rest with Nathan. I felt like Nathan would have just reinforced some insecurities within Issa. So her ending up, with that old couch, honey. But Lawrence is back. I didn't want her to choose Lawrence, but I get it. And, according to the end, we see that they are engaged, right? So everybody's going to end up married. Great. Maybe we'll get a reunion in 3 or 4 years. That would be great. Like an update reunion type show, like an hour, maybe a movie, like they did Sex and the City. That would be great, actually, to get like an update on everybody. That would actually be really good. But anyways, let's get into the review. That was enough time talking. So I didn't appreciate the time jumps without timestamps. I was confused. I didn't know how long this had been, maybe 2 years. I'm so annoyed by the landscapers being outside. So I'm sorry that y'all hear it, but y'all just gonna have to listen, okay? Hopefully it becomes white noise and it drowns out in the back. So we start off where we left off from the last episode, where Issa and Nathan are pulling up to the front of her apartment after that big altercation at the party. Nathan says it's too toxic, and I said, boy, stop. Girl, toxic? How can you say that's? Like, it's such an insult from somebody who is hella toxic to be like, girl, you too toxic. I'm toxic. Now, if you toxic, bitch, we need to just end this. Issa didn't fight. She did not fight. She did not fight for it. Like when she broke up with Lawrence and Lawrence didn't fight for her. She didn't fight for Nathan. And he was looking like, wait a minute. I was just playing. Well, he was looking like he was about to cry. Anyways, they don't fit to me. They didn't fit. Issa never looked comfortable. I don't know if that was intentional, but she never looked comfortable, even in sex scenes. I don't know if that was intentional. I would like to know if that was intentional, because it feels like it might have been. Like, just look uncomfortable the entire time you're with Nathan. When she gets in the house, Lawrence texts her and says that he is sorry for the incident. She's just like, she's spent. She's over it. Lays down on the couch with her damn clothes on. And the next morning, Molly comes over. She got the food and the drink, right? I also do love the fact, well, we'll get to that. They're having conversations. She's like reassuring Issa about the issues with Nathan. And she was like, I don't think so. Like, it's like whatever. I just wish that I can fast forward to where everything is just okay. So now we start the time jumps and we start getting into like, where is everybody? I love the fact that the women made a promise to call each other or be together on birthdays. We are going to make a point to be together. We are going to sustain our relationships, and this is how we're going to do it. But they didn't. And that happens. And I love that. Was so real to me. That was, when I tell you, that was so real to me, how you could see like the parties, people were missing from the parties, you know, stuff like that. Like Molly, I know Molly's, well, we'll get to it. Okay. So they made that promise to be with each other on birthday. So the first time jump is Molly's birthday. At the apartment, Tiffany is there, right? They're keeping their promises, right? Torian's family is there. So we could see that their relationship has progressed significantly, right? Because the family is there and she's nervous. Was she meeting them? And she kept changing. I didn't like the dress that she changed into, that white dress. Girl, it's not Easter. What the hell? I like what she had on at first. But anyways, Torian's family was there. Kelly has a new man. And we give Molly a pep talk, right? Here, hold on. Let me see these other notes here. Yeah, they're just having a pep talk, you know, reassuring each other on, you know, things being okay. So Issa says, you know, this is your day. Let's celebrate your day. So they go out and, you know, they have a good time for Molly's birthday. Then I don't know how long it was, because I don't know how long Molly and Issa's birthday are apart. I don't even know what month the birthday is in. I wish they would have put timestamps on the bottom, like a few months later, or even like 3 months later, 4 months later. Like, I wish they would have done that. We could have seen the time progress, but they didn't do it. So unless I missed it, because I'd be looking down, but I was really focused. But anyways, Issa's assistant calls her and tells her that a pipe burst at Crenshaw's studio. So if she can come down there and, you know, make sure everything's okay or whatever. They get there. It's a surprise party. Her and Molly came together and decided to throw Issa a party. They agreed to put their differences aside, and she threw Issa a party. All throughout the party, they are trying to get Issa some birthday dick, because apparently she doesn't have a man right now. So Molly and Kelly have this quick conversation about the estate department at Molly's firm is about to open, and they're interested in Kelly. And so Kelly was like, girl, I don't know, girl. Okay, well, I'll call you in the morning, girl, and we'll talk about it. So it was very small, but I thought that was kind of neat. Nathan shows up. Everybody's looking like, girl, what the fuck? So they walk in the back. He's looking all nervous and all this other stuff. And he basically apologizes for everything. And she tells him she doesn't have any regrets, and she hopes he doesn't have any regrets. And I thought about that when I was taking notes. Like, even though there is a relationship that you may regret, like I have a relationship, I have really literally just one relationship that I literally regret, and I really, really would apply the butterfly effect if it was possible. Like, literally, I would do it, because that was one regret. But even in your regrets, you still learn. You still learn a lesson. Like, I shouldn't have did this, but now I know I shouldn't have done this. And the part that makes, we all know, the lesson is learned when it's presented to you again and you make a different decision, right? And when you know that you have a relationship where you weren't operating from your best self, the next relationship, you do better, right? You have different tools now. You have a different level of awareness, even though it was a regret, right? So that's a way to look at it, because if you think about it in a negative way, it can kind of bring you down, and you could not be actually thankful for the lesson, right? So we show gratitude for even the regrets that we have. I think that's important. They give each other a hug. It was a little awkward. I actually thought they were going to kiss. I was like, bitch, don't you do it, because I'm not playing these games with you on the last episode, okay? So that was it. So they hug. He leaves. They thank each other for the relationship or whatever. And then that was it. So the next thing is they get to Tiffany's house. Now they're in Denver. They go visit Tiffany in Denver. It's her birthday, right? She hates it. She does not like Denver. She's mad that Simone is the only black child in her class. She doesn't know. She did not sign up to be on the Real Housewives of Denver. She hasn't found a job. Issa lets everybody know she's seen someone new. Was it Nasir? Because who the fuck was that? Bitch! I was like, oh, wait. When I tell you that man, who was that man? Where is his Instagram, girl? He was so attractive. I was like, ooh, he was so handsome. His skin, his hair, his face, just the way his face was. I was like, oh my God. He said, who is this? He was handsome. Whoever that man was. Was that Nasir that you said that you had a new man? Anyways, they back in the kitchen they getting drinks and stuff. And they're just basically saying how they just need to support Tiffany, right? Make sure that they're always there for her and this and that. Issa's like kind of looking around or whatever, and she goes next to this table, and there's pictures on the table, and she sees a picture of Lawrence, all the guys, right? All the guys with their children. And Lawrence is in the picture with his kid. And Molly sees her, right? She sees her looking at the picture, and she goes, what do you think? I love Yvonne Orji's voice because of how scratchy it is. She was like, what do you think you would have done in that conversation with Ashley Larry? What would you have done if Nathan did not interrupt? And she was like, nah, it doesn't matter. I don't want to be inconsistent. It doesn't matter anyway. But she looks like there's this vacancy in Issa's eyes throughout the entire episode. If you notice, it's almost like she's missing her person, right? Even though she's in relationships and stuff like that, she just seemed like, am I looking too deep in it? Because it did look like she was just like lost almost still. Like, even though she was doing her thing, she just seemed like it was a vacant look in her face. Like she didn't know, like that was constantly on her mind. Maybe a what if situation, right? So while they were there, they get a call. Molly gets a call, and she's like, what's happening? Her mother dies. It was really sad, but they didn't show anything about it, you know? They didn't show a funeral. They didn't show anything. They didn't show nothing. So we just got word that the mom died. So that was really sad. And after the mother died, we see less and less of Molly for about, I don't know, maybe 6 months, a year. I don't know. They didn't put no damn timestamp. So who fucking knows, girl? So I think it's been a year because when it was Molly's birthday again. So all that happened, that time just was 1 year? Oh, are you serious? Okay, girl. Whatever. So we get to Larry's house. It's his birthday. He's on the FaceTime with his parents. I don't know what kind of song, what song was she singing? That's so funny. Issa calls while he's on the phone with his parents, and he answers the phone. She was actually shocked that he answered the phone, and she wants to wish him happy birthday and wants to take him out for his birthday. He says he already has plans, and maybe they can go out for dinner another time. At one point, we see some woman kiss Lawrence. So I don't know if he had a girlfriend. I don't know who it was. I don't even think the girl had any lines. I was like, girl, say something. Girl, blink. Are you okay? She didn't say anything. She didn't have any lines. I hope that wasn't her first role. Maybe if it was. But what was that girl, the one who played Tasha? Is that her name, Tasha, the bank teller? What was she crying? I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I guess. Okay, let me not do that. Because she was a part of something really great, right? So even though she was on her stomach with her ass in the air, she was a part of something really, really great. So I can understand her tears. Okay, anyways. Molly, she calls Molly again. Molly doesn't answer. Remember I told you Molly kind of is like not around right after her mom died, just grieving probably, right? So at Kelly's birthday, Kelly has on this emerald green baby. She had an emerald green caftan on, and it was so pretty. She announces that her and her man are having a baby. And she realized that she didn't want to have, Issa was looking crazy because Issa was like, bitch, I thought you said that you didn't want to have any kids. And she's like, but, she said, I didn't want to have, what she said, I didn't want to have babies with any nigga. I wanted to have babies with this nigga. That's what she said. She said something crazy like that. Kelly is crazy. That's one of the major disappointments that I had with Insecure is that they never developed Kelly's story. Never. Never. We never, all we got was, the hypersexual big girl joke teller. That's the trope, right? It's the big girl. She's always funny, but she's hypersexual because she has to be hypersexual because we have to make sure that everybody knows that with her body, people still want her, right? Um, and that was pretty much it with Kelly. We got a little bit of like Kelly's job, a little bit of her. I don't even think where we were in her living room once, I think. But that was one of the major disappointments in it was season 3 is when I started asking for Kelly's storyline. Like, what's going on with Kelly? Why don't we get to know what's up with her? Where her mom and dad? We see everybody else's parents. We see Issa's mom and dad. Didn't we see Nathan? No, Lawrence's mom and dad. You know what I'm saying? But I guess she wasn't a principal character, but I feel like she was. Anyways, I really love that her and Tiffany had their like relationship, right? Because Issa and Molly clearly were, that was the bond. Like it was there. But I like that they all each had their relationships with each other, and they're not all the same. And I think that's so realistic. Molly isn't at the birthday party. I already told you that, right? Issa looks like she feels left out. Like everybody else is doing their thing. I did not like that wig that Tiffany had on, that black wig. She was so happy that Kelly was having a baby. She was excited. She figured it out. She was so excited. In Denver, Tiffany's husband says that the guys don't come and visit him. Child, a mess. Anyways, we get with Issa and Nasir. She's calling Molly and no answer. Issa's in the mirror, right? She has her hair done and she has her lingerie on. She's getting ready to get busy with Nasir. He's, calling her back to the room or whatever. She's in the mirror and Lawrence calls, bitch. Lawrence calls and her mirror, her reflection says, "Do not answer the phone. It's never going to work. Don't do it." So she doesn't answer the phone and she goes in there and I guess has her legs to the moon. We didn't get to see it. This is the time they didn't want to show us a sex scene. This would have been a great time for a sex scene with Nasir. Okay. I don't understand why we didn't get to see. Okay. See, that's another problem that I have. That's another problem. Okay. 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 It says a year later. Okay. So a year. Girl, why my lips look swollen? Oh, girl. They be going to the doctor for these lips, baby. You think that you're the one. If not, you are the prototype. We'll tiptoe to the sun and do things I know you like. I bet you're in love again. Yes. Do-do-do. Do-do. Yes. I think I'm in love again. Yes. Oh shit. So a year later, it's Molly's birthday again, right? So they are um Issa is in her offices, all right, and Molly is at work. It's a phone call, right? It's a phone call, and it's not a birthday party, so they're not getting together for the birthday, right? Now we see, right? Molly says that she is, really dealing with the death of her mother. It's really been hard on her, and even though it's been a year, and but she's getting through it. Then Kelly walks in to the office. So we see that Kelly took the job in the State Department and she tells her, girl, Torian's waiting for you or whatever. So we still see that her and Torian are still together. At the block offices, Lawrence shows up. and he meets Issa there, and she's showing him the unfinished space and telling him where things are going. And here, this is my office, this conference room over here. He was like, you used to work at We Got Y'all. Now it's I Got Mine. I thought that was cute. And they're just, kind of awkward having a conversation. He's there. The lights are off in the damn studio. What's the lights off for, girl? It's dangerous. You can trip over something. She was about to trip over something. If they didn't drop that thing on the floor, Lawrence moves in, baby. They start kissing and making out. They are reunited, and it feels so good. They was about to start getting busy on the table, and then something dropped off the table or whatever. And that was it. Later, we are at a wedding. Molly and Torian get married. I love Molly's dress. I love the red that the women had on. I loved it. I love that. It was like, I love the red. It was like wine Merlot, but like brighter red, but like it gave me a wine color, right? It was really, really cute, girl. There was a table over there in honor of Molly's mother. Molly and her father have their daddy-daughter dance. And, Issa was just looking at her friend like, girl, my homegirl is finally getting, she done found someone to put up with her shit, girl. I loved Molly's dress. They had a good time. Everybody was dancing or whatever. And Issa was just saying that she's just proud of Molly as she, sees her friend off into the next chapter of her life. And then Lawrence and Issa, they go and start dancing or whatever. Now, this is the scene that gets me, honey. When Issa was helping Molly take off her dress, just everything. Oh my God, I'm about to get emotional. Bitch. I'm about to get emotional. Okay. So, just the symbolism of her just being there for her, behind her, helping her take her dress off. And it's just a culmination of their relationship, right? That they've been through so much. They've had their ups and downs, but after they got over that last hump, they really were there for each other. I think they did a good job showing how supportive they were. Like, basically, they learned their lesson with that last hump, and they did better. When you know better, you do better. And they were just basically talking about, talking about how as long as you're around, I'm going to be okay. Girl. Ooh. Oh my God. I'm trying not to get emotional, okay? And, they just have their moment. They have their moment and, just everything. And we have those moments with friends, and she was just helping her, it was just the whole symbolism. They're crying and stuff. And I felt like I was trying to see, like, I felt like they were crying for real. You know what I mean? And I was trying to see, like, are they crying for real? I wanted to be that they were crying for real. Because I'm sure that as they're, unfortunately, like Amanda Seales, I don't know why it didn't work out between the cast and her, just probably differences in personalities. But Issa and Yvonne, I feel like they really have a friendship. And maybe they don't. It just looks like they do. I don't fucking know. But, when you've worked with somebody for that long and then have those types of scenes where you have to, like, access those feelings, and you probably experience those feelings with someone else, you end up creating a strong bond with your cast members. And even down to the detail in the picture that they took. I don't know why. Okay. Even down to the detail of Issa, Yvonne, and Jay standing right there. And like in Molly's wedding dress, and Issa on the side of her, right? Her maid of honor, and Lawrence. their friend, but she's holding, the way that Yvonne is holding Jay Ellis's hand is just like, they really have a bond. I love it. I'm not gonna cry. So Issa is back. So everything is done with the wedding or whatever. Issa is at blocked her offices now. As she's driving home, she's leaving. We kind of get like a history lesson in just everything. We see Thug Yoda in the front of the Dunes apartment, which everyone is saying is the new Hollywood sign. And so many people, when they visit Los Angeles, they go to Dunes. Y'all don't even know what the fuck be going on over there, but okay. So, you know, people, if somebody posted, I think it was the guy who plays Nathan. I think his name is Kendrick, I think. Um, no, it was Thug Yoda, the guy who plays Thug Yoda. He posted on Twitter that Dunes is the new Hollywood sign. And then everybody in the comments was posting their pictures of themselves in front of Dunes, which is actually pretty cool. She drives back past Best Buy where Lawrence used to work. Remember when that damn shirt was hanging in that closet? Oh my God. That's what I'm saying. Even with Mike Hill's situation, y'all couldn't even take the complexities of fucking Lawrence. Like, y'all, it was, remember when they used to have the what was they called? It wasn't Team Lawrence. What did they call him? His tribe. The guys were going up for his behavior and everything like that. And it's just like, I don't know. Anyways, let me not get into that. Let's see. So she's passing by everything or whatever. She walks into her house. It's her birthday. Lawrence is there with his kid, Elijah, and they give Issa a birthday party or whatever. And you could see, as she hugs Lawrence, you could see her engagement ring, right? Then the next scene, she gets a call from Molly, who is in Greece, right? And they're talking about how Torian will not leave her side, right? Torian is not letting her breathe. Is it going to be like this? Because, girl, he is not letting me breathe. And then they make a reference to broken pussy, right? That was on the very first episode where where Issa got on stage and sang her song Broken Pussy. Baby, it's a mess. So that was funny, because that was shout out to the pilot episode. And that was it. That was the end of the episode, honey. So Molly is married with Torian. Tiffany is on her baby number 2 in Denver. Issa and Lawrence are engaged. Yeah, I would love for them to do, like, I hope they do a movie. I think it would be great, even just on HBO. Just do a movie on HBO. In about 5 years, maybe. I think it would be good. They did it with Sex and the City, another HBO show series that we loved so much. Hello, and we love and what's it called? And what? And just like that. I was about to say, and the thing is, and just like that. So you could do it. Okay. Anyways, y'all, take care of each other. Let me know what you think about the episode, about the series. Bye, Insecure. It's been real.